Have you ever sent a text to a woman, then waited hours, perhaps even days, only to receive a dry K or, worse, no reply at all? If this has ever happened to you, type yes in the comments. But if women have always eagerly awaited your texts, type no. I'd truly love to hear your secret. Let's be honest. Texting shouldn't feel like a constant battle. Yet for many men, it absolutely does. They send a message, check their phone every 5 minutes, feel their stomach drop when there's no response, and then overthink every single word they typed. The worst part, the harder you try, the further she seems to pull away. And therein, my friend, lies the real problem. You see, most men text in a way that, without them even realizing it, completely kills attraction. They either come across as too eager, too predictable, or simply too easy to ignore. But what if I told you that with just 3 minor adjustments, you could completely flip the script? Instead of relentlessly chasing her attention, you could become the guy she can't stop thinking about, the one whose messages she genuinely looks forward to receiving. Today, we are going to break down 3 texting secrets that women simply can't resist. These aren't cheap pickup lines, nor are they manipulative tricks. They're psychological principles that work because they tap into what truly captures a woman's attention. So, if you're tired of being ignored and ready to make women excited to hear from you, stick around. This information is going to fundamentally change the way you text forever. Number 1 secret: texts that trigger curiosity. Imagine this. You text a woman, and instead of her usual dry response or no reply at all, she immediately texts back, asking questions, eager to keep the conversation flowing. Sounds like a dream, right? It's not. It's simply applied psychology. Curiosity is one of the most potent psychological triggers. When something piques your curiosity, your brain enters a curiosity state, a state where your mind actively craves information. This is precisely why cliffhangers in movies work so effectively, why people can't resist opening a mystery box, and why some texts get an instant response while others are completely ignored. If you can successfully spark curiosity in a woman's mind, she'll feel compelled to know more. And that's exactly what makes her respond. Most men, however, text in ways that completely extinguish curiosity. They send messages like, "Hope you're having a good day. How was your weekend?" Or, "Hey, what's up?" Boring, predictable, and incredibly easy to ignore. These messages give her absolutely no compelling reason to reply because they don't create any gap in her knowledge. They don't make her feel like she's missing out on something important. Now, let's flip the script. Instead of giving her all the information up front, you hold back just enough to trigger her curiosity. Here's how it works. "I just realized something interesting about you. You won't believe what just happened to me today." Or, "You did something totally unexpected in my dream last night." These messages work because they leave her hanging. She'll have no choice but to ask, "What is it?" And that's your cue to extend the conversation. But here's the crucial part. When she asks for details, don't reveal everything at once. Keep her engaged by slowly unraveling the information. For example, if you text, "You won't believe what just happened to me today," and she asks, "What happened?" don't answer immediately. Instead, say, "It's actually kind of funny. But I have to ask, have you ever had a moment where something reminded you of someone in the weirdest way?" This keeps her engaged and ensures the conversation flows naturally. Men who master this technique never struggle to keep a conversation going. Women are naturally curious, and when you feed that curiosity the right way, they won't just respond, they'll start actively investing in the conversation. And when a woman invests, she becomes emotionally engaged. Now that you know how to trigger curiosity, let's talk about the next secret: how to make her anticipate your texts. Number 2 secret: creating anticipation. Texts that create anticipation. If curiosity captures her attention, anticipation keeps her thinking about you even when you're not actively texting. When a woman anticipates something exciting, her brain releases dopamine, the very same chemical responsible for pleasure and excitement. This is why people eagerly count down to vacations, birthday surprises, or even a simple weekend getaway. The more she anticipates, the more invested she becomes. Most men fail at this because they give everything away too soon. They make their conversations utterly predictable, removing any sense of excitement. If she always knows what's coming, there's nothing left to look forward to. Look at these common mistakes. I'll call you later today. I've planned a fun date for us. I have something to tell you. These messages aren't necessarily bad, but they're missing one crucial element: mystery. Instead of just informing her, you want to make her wonder, speculate, and feel a little restless until she finds out. Let's rewrite them in a way that truly builds anticipation. I saw something today that instantly reminded me of why. Ew, want to take a wild guess what it is? I have a plan for Friday that I think you're going to love. But first, I need to know, do you like surprises? If I told you I figured out something really interesting about you, would you want to know what it is? These messages achieve two things. First, they make her mind race with possibilities. Second, they compel her to respond because she needs closure. She can't just leave the mystery hanging in the air. And here's the key: when she asks for more details, don't give it all up right away. Tease it a little. If she asks, "What is it?" respond with, "I could tell you now." But where's the fun in that? Take a guess first. This keeps her engaged, makes the interaction playful, and puts you in control of the conversation. Women love anticipation because it makes ordinary conversations feel like an unfolding adventure. When you become the guy who makes her excited just by texting, she won't just respond. She'll start checking her phone, hoping to see your name pop up. Now that you know how to spark anticipation, let's discuss the final secret: how to give compliments that actually work. Number 3 secret: the right way to compliment her over text. Offering genuine compliments. Most men believe that complimenting a woman will automatically make her like them. But here's the unvarnished truth: if you compliment her the wrong way, it can have the exact opposite effect. Women hear generic compliments all the time, especially about their looks. If you tell a beautiful woman, "You're so gorgeous," she won't be impressed. She's heard it from dozens of other men, and it doesn't make you stand out in the slightest. The problem is in compliments themselves. It's the way men give them. The key is to make your compliments feel genuine, unique, and specific. Something that truly shows you notice her beyond just her appearance. Look at these common mistakes. "You have such beautiful eyes." "You're so hot." "You're the most stunning girl I've ever seen." These don't work because they sound rehearsed and lazy. They don't make her feel special because every other guy says them. Now, let's flip the script and give compliments that genuinely make an impact. "I love the way you think." Most people don't process things the way you do. The way you handle challenges is truly impressive. Not many people possess that kind of mindset. I can tell you have a unique way of making people feel comfortable around you. That's rare. These compliments hit differently because they acknowledge her as a person, not just how she looks. And here's the trick: when you compliment something deeper than her appearance, she starts to feel a stronger emotional connection. She thinks, "This guy actually sees me for more than just my looks." Another key element is timing. Don't randomly throw out compliments. Use them when they feel natural within the flow of the conversation. If she's telling you about her goals, that's the perfect moment to say, "I really respect how driven you are." Most people talk about their dreams, but few actually go after them. This makes her feel seen, valued, and genuinely appreciated. A well-placed compliment isn't just about making her feel good. It's about making her associate positive emotions with you. When a woman feels genuinely appreciated, she's far more likely to respond, engage, and invest in the conversation. Here is a paraphrased version of your script, aiming to maintain the same writing and articulating style while subtly changing the word order and phrasing. Now that we've covered curiosity, anticipation, and genuine compliments. Let's wrap this up with a final thought on how to put everything together. By now, you should understand the crucial mindset shift that changes everything. Texting isn't just about the words themselves. It's about creating an experience. When you text a woman, you're either sparking her curiosity, building anticipation, or making her feel genuinely valued. If you do none of these, you're just another guy in her inbox. Easy to ignore, easy to forget. Let's quickly recap the 3 texting secrets that women can't resist. Curiosity. Make her wonder, make her ask questions, and keep her engaged by leaving gaps in the story instead of telling her everything up front. Give her conversational loops that compel her to respond. Anticipation. Give her something exciting to look forward to instead of revealing all the details immediately. Let her imagine and guess, making the conversation significantly more exciting. Genuine compliments. Forget about generic compliments on her looks. Women deeply value being seen for who they truly are. Compliment her intelligence, her unique perspective, or her infectious energy. It makes a profound and lasting impression. Most guys get stuck in dry, predictable text exchanges that don't make a woman feel anything. But from now on, you won't be like most guys. Every text you send will either make her curious, excited, or appreciated. That's precisely how you'll make texting effortless and genuinely fun. As you apply these principles, you'll notice a significant shift. Women will engage more, respond faster, and become genuinely interested in talking to you. The best part, you won't feel like you're constantly chasing attention because the dynamic will have fundamentally changed. Master these techniques, and you'll never have to worry about getting ignored again.